We'll be talking about food. And of course, we're not here to discuss food. But anyways, we have her seated already in the house. And like I said, her name is Yetunde Mofetoluwa Aransiola. And she's a humanitarian service consultant. She just came all the way across the world, to be in the studio with us. It's good to have you, Yetunde.
Thank you so
How you doing? You look good.
Beautiful.
I told you should pull the trouser when you're done.
I'm not ready. I'm not going back home to as long as I defend my hair.
It's good, It's good to have you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And the stress, the struggle, Lagos. Welcome to Lagos too again. Where you have traffic, you sit in the car for 5, 10, 15 minutes at a sport.
Is this the point where I can chip in a joke?
Yes, please, go ahead.
I had one joke about the Lagos traffic.
Really?
That the woman can be pregnant in the hospital, should have given birth, the man will still be in traffic on
you
the
say
way.
before.
The child will be the one to now open the door and say, Daddy, welcome.
Daddy, welcome. That means you probably stayed years on your That's crazy. Anyway, that's a good joke, actually. Thank you for cracking that one. So, yes, I'm going to read Yetunde's profile just a little bit because I cannot read all her profile. Imagine people send their profiles as Microsoft Word, just type it a little bit. Somebody decided to sit down and send PDF file of profile. Like, what are we looking for? But anyways, I'm going to take a little bit of our time to read that. Now, Yetunde Mofetoluwa Aransiola is a humanitarian service consultant with over 7 years of hands-on experience helping individuals, non-profits, and companies design and implement meaningful social impact projects. In addition to delivering community-focused initiatives spanning education, youth empowerment, health, and gender inclusion. She also helps clients establish NGOs and charitable organizations, guiding them through registration, compliance, and strategic planning process. She is also passionate about fostering sustainable change. She takes collaborative, people-centered approach to ensure every project, program, and non-profits are being supported and is well structured for long-term impact and meaningful community outcomes. She's also a business person. When they say buy and sell, yes, flip the air backward. You think they make money? I'm telling you, that's true. Because you invest so much and there's no way to return. Then you become a project to yourself.
Exactly.
I get the joke. So tell me, as a humanitarian consultant service, what was your journey like? Where did your story start from?
Thank you for that question. So I think it was just yesterday I was dating back and I was trying to figure out where I even started from. And I started by volunteering. I knew I had a passion for giving back. I remember in 2006, after secondary school, there was this WHO Red Cross immunization and I joined them. And it was my first time going to Makoko. My first slum experience.
Makoko.
Yes. And I remember getting back home and my mom had to do hot water for me with salt.
Of course.
For me to put my feet in because of all the places I went to. But I didn't know at the time what I was up against. But I knew I wanted more for that. And I remember, fast forward, I just kept everything and every path that I took in life kept drawing me towards where I am now. And I know where I'm going to is way bigger than where I am. So, we're still on the path.
Yeah.
And I remember that in 2010, it was Valentine's Day. And my friend had suggested that, there's one village in Ghana. I schooled, my first degree was in Ghana. And we should just go there and go and do Valentine with the children. The way I jumped on I knew this is, I did not even know how I felt. The joy I felt in that school. It was in the village. People go to, orphanages, but, not within communities, but in the village where, thank God I understood a bit of Chinese. So I had to, but the teachers, the people there, the guidance, they understood English and we gave back to them. And I just said, no, this is what I want to do for them. I don't know how I would start or how it's going to be, but I just know that this is where I'm supposed to be. So I just kept saying, giving is living. And giving is living has been my anchor. Because even when I decided to focus on me without doing community work, it felt like there was a part of me missing. And so if I'm going to date back, I started since 2006 with WHO, Red Cross, just doing immunization for children in Makoko community, and then to Ghana, and then Malawi. And it's just been like that. It's just been like that. Like, I've not stopped since then. And then when I came back to Lagos in 2013, BNYC, they set up a charity group. It was the first one when NYC decided to set up all those skill and all of that, and then charity group, and I was the first project coordinator. And then we went to Moyoni School of Blind, and when I got to the school, my heart literally shattered, because I was like, how do they do it? And so I just, community work is wide, and if you don't find your core, you'll just be everywhere. At the beginning, I was everywhere. If there's child, I'll be there for NGO. Volunteer, I was volunteering for everything. But I'm glad that I had all of that experience, because it helped me to be able to attend to clients today when you bring an idea. Plus, I was able to also network and grow and meet with a lot of people. I know I'm asking questions. No,
it's fine. I like that. I like that you're going really deep. I like it.
Thank you. So we went to Moyoni School of the Blind, and then they actually had a part of the Moyoni that was an orphanage for children who were impaired, as in they are like other status of I don't, we're in this age where if you say this
so the impaired is actually better.
So they had to take food to them, take stuff to them, and I was just like, wow, how do they see? So you know what I did? I told my team that I have pictures from it. I told my team that, can we ask them what they want? Not just take to them
what they need.
And then they said, oh, they don't have grinding machine. That's so their food is always delayed, especially their dinner. Because by the time they get to the people that will grind the pepper, maybe they've closed. They have to wait. So we started to buy grinding machine.
Nice.
And then I said, we're not going to put that. We are the ones that are just going to, maybe, I think it was NYC 2013, we just put or something. And then we gave them the grinding machine, the excitement. And finally, their food will not be delayed. And, fast forward to now that I'm leading a team for UNFPA and Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development, teaching comprehensive sexuality education at correctional centers. And we've been on this project since last year. So we started officially in February this year, because you have to wait for school to resume. So we go to correctional centers in Lagos State, the boy child, the correctional center for boys, correctional center for girls. And so I just realized, I think I'm not made for general public. I'm made for these kids in confined homes, where, prior to that, in 2019, at the team Streets to Skills, that we went to correctional center for boys in Oregon, and we went to teach them skills. To survive outside the center. So I just realized, let's just keep doing this. Because they're just there, and then you come to them and you're coming with hope that when you come out,
there's something for you.
It's the best thing.
I'm literally having goosebumps right now. Honestly. The part where there's something for you is very important. I love that, because you having to be in a confined space has to affect you mentally. And you're scared of what is out there for me. But giving them a glimpse of hope that, see, when you come out there, you can do this, you can do that, and still earn your living. That's a beautiful one. Let me applaud you.
You've done well.
You did well. You've done well. Okay, so let me ask you, you talked about how you've been able to build, let me call it an empire right now, still about to, make it more gallant, which I love. How were you able to do the funding? How were you able to go about because I know that's one of the major things.
Charlie, funding is long. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's why I said that. I'm not a businessman, because if I don't do business on this side, this too is not going to work. I don't become the community project that needs.
I'm telling you, you are helping the project, but you become the project later.
So for funding, you can be doing a good thing, but still not doing it the appropriate way. So to get funding, first off, you need to be properly registered. And now that you even have SCOMO or all of that before you can before you can open an account, it's just a lot of shenanigans. But I remember that my first major set of people that supported were friends and family. My mother especially, like, God bless her soul. I mean, she's alive. I mean,
of course, I know, yeah. It's good to clarify that.
My mom, I'm sure she's a clergy woman. So I would always use that as this. You need to help people. This is what the last time you should do.
If you cannot help your family,
who will you help? So she's like, oh God, there was a time. We were like, maybe you can't get a job and stop helping people. I'm never going to treat you. I don't even know I'll say this on social media.
It's fine. Yeah.
So over time, when we now got properly registered, and you now make sure that you have to search for the name and all of that. Then I started asking friends, families who were in organizations. Oh, do people have what they call it? There's a name for it. God help me. There's like what MTN does, where you have the community development project. They have CSC, CSI project. I say what CSR? Yes, CSR. Yeah. So CSR project. Then you also need to find out what is their core, because they can have CSR project, but their core is they want to help blind children. And what you want to do is to help single children and single mothers. So they're like, okay, we see what you want to do. It's really nice, but it's not in alignment with what we want, so we can't help you. So, I had to start searching for which organization and what is their interest, so that I can tailor what I want to do to their interest, and hope that they will be interested in funding what I want to do with bringing them on board. Another thing I did not joke with was collaboration.
Great.
Instead of just waiting for funding, somebody to give me some $100 billion, amen in Jesus' name, which I hope to get. I had different organizations that a few of my friends who already, I had organizations who started early, and I just leveraged on them. So, like YALI, Young African Leaders Initiative, I'm a proud member, and we have projects that we want to do, and I know that I don't need to bring my money. I just need to bring the items, like we want to do giveaway, or we want to go to. There was a time we went to refugee home in Ikoyi. So I just spoke with a few people. They gave me items, and then we'll just bring it. But I'm still, championing it because it's my idea.
It's the idea.
And then we did HOA charity project, charity yard sale for many years, from 2014 through to maybe it wasn't last year. We did last year as well. So we'd always do it in a Butemeta, then we do it in Ijara, those communities. So I'll ask, so which community wants us to come next? So I always go to communities where, like, where we do in Yaba is just part of the church. And what we do in Ebutemeta is just part of, church as well. So all those, what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't always about being funded. Cash. It was sometimes about being open to collaboration. You people have a church, you have an open space. Can we come? Okay, so all we need to do is to just talk to volunteers and then bring items and give it out. So even if we don't get physical cash, which we often don't get anyway, we still are able to achieve what you want.
Yes.
So if we keep waiting for funding,
it might never come at that point you wanted it.
It just, so there's a Yoruba adage that says, because the funding would delay you, but you're the one that would decide that. Even if I have to use stainless pots to cover my skin and make sure that water does not get into my house,
I would do that.
I would do it. So we've just found alternative ways around every project. But funding is good, John.
Funding is good, of course. Who doesn't like money? Especially when you know you have to spend, you have to invest, you have to keep giving. You need it. Is very, very important. Anyways, I know Gratitude has questions for you, but maybe you should just ask them questions before we go on a short break again.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question pertaining to challenges you face, because trust me, I understand that it can be very challenging when it comes to community service, both physically, emotionally, and financially. So I want you to tell us, how has been these challenges been for you, and how have you been able to like overcome each and every one of them?
When I give you lemons, it's not every time you make lemonade.
Oh,
sometimes lemonade is looking for sugar, looking for water, looking for lemon, and decide to turn it into facial scrub. Just use the lemon to scrub your face. Sometimes you use it to, you add something, you scrub on that face. Some other time you turn the lemon into a table tennis ball. This lady. What? I don't tell you that. I like it. It's challenging. I like it. There's no one way. And you know, for anybody that knows me properly, you know, I'm very grateful for the act of intentionality. So even though the challenges come, I'm more focused on, I'm going to do this. I was talking about funding earlier, which challenges. I've had people that we hoped that, I was so sure that they will come through because, I, sold the idea to them. They were like, I sent people in their abroad. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, we're going to give you so XYZ amount. And maybe it will come tomorrow, Sha. But what I did was, every time that I reach out that I need funding or I need help with a project, I start working out backup.
Smart.
I start saving up my money, or, I tell my sister, which my sister is always on top of the game, she always comes through. I'm grateful. And I'm in this life, I have quality friends. I always say that. I have quality friends and be quality friend as well. Also, I'm grateful for the gift of family. So I'm there like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we've put this project out and we must do it. So the challenge, I don't know if it's something with the atmosphere. Whenever you now put it out there, everything we want to make sure that you don't achieve it. So it's me and you against the world. It's me and God against the world. So, I'm like, God, this is your project. And I always say that, God, this is your project. I'm just the face, but you're actually the one running it. And I know that if you put it in my hands to do it, then I trust you that you will come through. How you will is not my place. But I know that you get it done. And so I faced challenges. I remember going to a community, we wanted to help them, and they were requesting that we should tip the boys. And that's just one of the many. Yeah, because, we know you want to come and help us, but how far are we to?
The tipping?
Because they've assumed that you people already collected money from government. They don't, it's non-governmental people, they understand it.
They don't understand that.
If you can come and give to the community, it means that you've collected something more than what you are bringing to the community. It's the assumption. And so, and I also have people who sometimes my DM, one time I had to put it, I said, everybody is not my assignment too. Yes, I run an NGO, but I also have a life and everybody is not my assignment. And I'm not going to help who God has not placed in my heart to help. So if I don't have a leading, I'm not doing what I have a leading. I go ahead to wait because I know that he who has sent me has already gone ahead of me. And he will settle it. So I know that I did not go into details of challenges because if I start to talk.
Well, okay, can you give us one that seemed like the most challenging for you in all of this? One that you cannot just tick out of your box. What did you say now?
Okay, so this project that I'm currently doing.
Yesterday, why are you whispering? Oh no. What's the most challenging? We were really interested because in as much as you're making it, we're all smiling, I know it's not easy. So people need to understand that even if you have this kind of dream, trust me, there is a challenge and it might even be worse or it might be as, I
run an NGO called the Red Tent Health Initiative, and one of my team members is here, who is one of my
shout out to our team members.
Love you. And we do pad drive. We travel around different states. We've been to different states for, pad drive. We also teach aside from the CSE we teach menstrual health and hygiene education. And I remember that getting approval and bringing MHH to you. You don't have it in the curriculum for the school. And I'm saying, oh, let me come and teach and I'm bringing pad to also give out. So let me come and teach the children in the schools. And then I write to the ministry to get approval. But I understand that a lot of people use that as a joke and they end up not doing it. Yeah. One of the things they said was, oh, you people always come. But at the end of the day, now, you people will just use us to take pictures and collect money. I actually wasn't collecting any money from anywhere. And I just wanted to teach them because I know now what I did not know then. And what I know now, what I do, what I know now is what will help me with what I would need to know later. So I don't want anybody to have to go through the same phase. You know, back in the days where you don't even know. I mean, like I was talking about the impaired school. And how do you people take care of your hygiene? And I'm very big on hygiene. You know, recently we did a period package where we put a whole box. I wish I brought the box with pad inside and everything inside, pad, wipes and all of that. So we wrote and we were waiting for approval. We were waiting. And you know how you have a zeal for something and then that wait can just make you tired. And so I just spoke with one of my major role models in the UNP and she said, you know what, let's do private school. If the government is not ready, let's just go ahead and do private schools. Because you'll be surprised that we think the private school already have it covered, but they do not. But they do not. They also need this education. And that was how she gave us links to private schools. In Ibadan, we did in Ijebu-Ode, we did even here in Lagos State, we did in Omaran, you know, we like in Kwara State, so she just said, you know what, don't stress yourself. By the time they called me to say, oh, your letter has been approved, we're back in Lagos, so we've already finished what we want to do. So maybe you should give the approval to someone else. And I said, okay, no problem, we would work out another time for the project. And it's not just only in one state. I mean, I'm not trying to mention this ministry. You know, it's not only in one state, it's just been like that. But I think I understand from their point of view where they're coming from. But at the same time, there's a place of doing your due diligence where you know that this person is not like that. Well, I guess the bad eggs spoil the good ones. So even when you really want to do it, it's overwhelming. Like, that is not even enough. You go to a community. We went to a community and we're talking about menstrual health and hygiene, and I was debunking a lot of myths. And I don't think a lot of people liked that.
Can you give us like 2 or 3 of the myths that you debunked?
When they tell the girls that, oh, if you're always having menstrual cramps, all you need to do is to have somebody mate with you. Once it does it, the cramps will stop. Oh no! I said it's a lie from the pit of hell. To just steal your dignity.
Of course, yes.
That's just one. Another one is, oh, if you want to gain weight, you just need to make sure that you are swallowing more.
No, no. Who will say these things? I like that response. 5 days around what they yes. It's on my way, no more way. I'm telling you. Oh my, I'm wow. It's a real you create.
And they're gullible. They believe. Hey, I did tell you, see your friend now, even if you have pimples too, just be using it to rub your face. So you need to find somebody. God. So, you know, so those are the things they were selling to them. Another one is, oh, if you want to gain more weight, aside from challenge, you just let somebody be. That way, your ass will come out.
Oh my God, no way. Lie. I wish you can take our time. Maybe another time you come. You look at my list, all those myths.
There's a lot of myths
that are so wrong. Every one of them. Who says that?
And the girls. So, do you know what I do sometimes is, you know, I'll be gisting with them, which I really love this. I'm very grateful that I'm on my part. And then I'm there talking to them. I'm like, have you heard that? So I was like, oh, yeah, tell me something else. Nobody wants to be telling me. Because they just be, and there was a time, you know, we don't even know that there's also indirect drug abuse in the name of wanting to reduce menstrual pain. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you know, so they're like, we use those drugs. We use, and they were mentioning drugs. I'm like, you use all these things. They say, in fact, they were even talking about sachets of alcohols that, you know, once you take, it will make, they will just tell you to make it come out easily. I'm like,
hey, what's my word? What's going on? I left my mouth ajar like,
what's going on?
It's just one of the many things my eyes have seen, my ears have heard. No. So, you know, when you go and debunk myths, and the people that are benefiting from...
No, they won't like you though.
Thank you.
They wouldn't. You're spoiling that show. You're spoiling what's going on. So, it's one of the challenges, aside from the approvals, and then even the communities you're going to. It will take a lot to... You must have a thick skin. To be able to do all of that.
I remember I used to do advocacy for young girls, and I've even done some work with women of rubies who just walk on the streets, and we've done all of that. But when some cases started coming in, you know, case of somebody's father doing something, and then you're trying to make sure that you help them, and the mother is like, please, it's family matter. Yeah.
Yes, of course it happens.
Family matter. We don't want everybody to know. So, and then you not carry the matter on your head like gala, they'll spoil the market for you.
Of course.
So, I know that a lot happens. So, let me just face my work.
you know, I'm going to come back to that. I want us to go for a short break. I'm going to come back to that to ask you on how do you really think, because to be honest, we cannot leave such a child at the mercy of their parents, because even the parents are not willing to even help. And we need to, because I have heard a lot of people, and usually what happens is, you know, when you know the right source or the right place to do, you arrest the parents, because obviously that is almost becoming criminal. That's an abuse. Yeah. So anyways, I will come back to that.
Accomplice.
Yes, accomplice. So let's ask this last question. I don't know, Rashid, if you have one more question? Not at all. Okay, great. Because what's the need of asking her? When she has said everything. Okay, great. So now let's talk about the challenge of the part whereby both parents are, you know, sort of abusing the child, just like the one you stated before we went on break. What do you think is the best? Hey, don't leave them alone, my sister. Don't leave that girl alone. We need to do something about it. But what do you think that we can do, especially for people who they are not really into, you know, what you do, the humanitarian service, but they probably have people like that around them, and they really want to show content, they want to help out. What do you think they can do?
Well, the good thing is that Lagos State is, you know, has been able to work around these things and put a few measures in place. There are numbers you can call, there are people you can reach out to, and we have more NGOs really pushing. Yeah. So that's why I said that every malam to his own kettle. Everybody is facing their work. Everybody's just my assignment. So I noticed that this assignment is very difficult. I'm like, I'll just give it to you. Change it. Another person that knows about it. Now we just, do you know this? Do you know calculus? Just can you help me to handle this calculus? So when people reach out to me, because I've had different cases with different people reach out, you know, maybe a woman that is being abused, and all that. So I just say, please call this number. Reach out to this NGO. You can tell them you're from me, so they quickly attend to you, so they won't think that you're lying. However, it's not my department. It's not your department. So it's not your calling. It's not my department at all. But you know, I do try my best to make sure that I keep my ears out, you know, within my community and, you know, within my own spheres, and we trust God that He has put His angels on guard as gatekeepers. So there's no such atrocity that can be perpetrated within and around us, which we trust God that the fear of the Lord will be embedded in the hearts of the people within and around us, that they would not be pushed to do such things, because sometimes they don't mean to. They don't mean to, but somehow conditions and everything. That's why I keep saying that. I mean, you're decently dressed and they still try to how much more you're
when you're indecently dressed.
It's not fair. Men are going through a lot. And the lady is also going through that.
You don't have to chill in that.
I'm like, please, justice for men. In this work culture.
Oh yeah. I actually feel for them sometimes. Even I feel for them, not even about being decent. Now I feel for them in the part of decency. You know, for me walking on the streets and I'm looking at a woman to the extent that I might be hitting my head on a pole. I'm not wondering what would a man do if I'm a woman.
Honestly, and sometimes I make statements like, all of this goodness, like how?
No, they don't understand that less is more.
Less is more.
And you know, the less you review, the more.
Yeah, you are.
I know that.
So, some of us now are all dressed.
This is the second time you're flipping your hair back.
Honestly,
Well, anyway, it's been so much fun with you. I must say, it's been amazing, and it's a drive for me having to have this. And I want to continue in it, and of course, there's a bigger picture because tomorrow, who knows? I don't want to say, but you know exactly where you want to be, and we are rooting for you. We're pushing for you. You're gonna be there very soon. Just keep doing you.
So help me God.
Amen to that. Amen. No compromising. No compromising. It is just strictly the quality that you've always desired. Yeah, bloom.
I should be a rose garden.
A blossoming rose for that matter.
What? The thorns are there.
Yeah.
So when the hand of the enemy comes, the thorns gonna choke.
Please, let's not wrap here. Let's be going before they will yank us off. Thank you so very much for being on the show. It's been so much fun. It's been interesting, educating, and very, how do I put it? Very pushy. It's a thing that a lot of people want to also do. It's not necessary for you to really have that dream. But I think one of the things I've learned from you is be concerned about your neighbor, about their well-being, but don't become the project because you're trying to help. Like you said, don't become the project because you're trying to help. Yes.
So thank you for that. Yeah, but it's also until you start living beyond just yourself, you've not started. You're just existing.
Exactly.
And that's why I say giving is giving. Not that you give until you're empty.
You're empty. No.
But you must be able to live beyond just
you. Truly.
That's the goal. Is that my legacy outlives me. That even when I'm not there, not because I'm there. Yeah. There are other people still running that pace, forever. So help me God. That's why I always say, God, this is your project and I'm just a caretaker. Because whatever God starts, it doesn't have abundance.
It does not, no. It's a continuity. It's a continuity.
Somebody else.
Yes. Anyways, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Indeed.
Of course you did. Flip your head backwards again, my darling.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, we'll come to the end of the program. It's been so much fun. Thank you, viewers, for sticking by watching Women's Corner. Of course, tomorrow is going to be on that day. We'll give you something juicy. But right now, we'll be going for the buzz. We'll talk about what's buzzing and trending on social media. Until then, you have a lovely day for yourself. But before that, before they will pursue me away from Galaxy TV, I need to do this. It's very important. So I have a very big, important birthday shout out to Mofetoluwa Odum. This is from your mother, my good friend, our money bag in the office, saying happy birthday to you. Wish you long life. We love you. I love you. Gratitude loves you.
So much.
Yetunde loves you. All Galaxy, we love you. So have a beautiful birthday and a beautiful new year. Bye for now.